Virtual Shopping Network on Saturdays. Welcome. We live. Family Innovation Live Labs Virtual Shopping Network 2020. Nothing goes as planned, right? So yeah, we just have to have fun. Enjoy it. My name is DJ Mott, the People's DJ. We're going to let everybody come back in. We're going to let everybody settle in. Because we're going to shop small and shop local each and every Saturday and all of the holiday season. Actually, shop small, shop local all the time.
DJ.
I love the energy. I love the smiles, y'all.
DJ.
Happy Saturday. If you tune in on YouTube and Facebook, say hello. We live, baby, we live. Like I said, my name is DJ Mott, the People's DJ. We here. This is our third Saturday, Joey. I'd like to introduce her again. Even every Saturday, I get excited to introduce the Assistant Director of Fairmont Innovation Labs, Joelle Fontaine. Joey, what's good?
What's good, Mott? We finally got it right.
We got it.
For you guys who don't know what we're talking about, we actually started this broadcast a little while ago. So I'm hoping everybody came back. We had some technical difficulties. Welcome. It is Saturday afternoon. I am excited to be here. This has become like my new routine, and I'm excited to talk to you guys. I'm excited to talk to our businesses. We have some great businesses and a wonderful artist today. So thank you guys for tuning in. Like Mott said, this is our third week. And for those of you guys who don't know about the Fairmont Innovation Lab, my name is Joelle Fontaine. I'm the Assistant Director. And the Fairmont Innovation Lab is a resource for small businesses within the community. We are a co-working space in Upham's Corner. And we also provide we have an accelerated program and provide all kinds of resources for businesses in the social and creative field. We have been doing a lot of workshops in marketing, financial workshops, all kinds of things during COVID. So we're excited to be able to present the Virtual Shopping Network to you guys. We know that right now, a lot of people are still not very comfortable being outside. So this is a way for us to still be able to support our businesses and stay safe. There's nothing better than being at home and being able to shop, right? So my goal really today is to make sure that you guys are finding out more about the amazing businesses, entrepreneurs that are in our community and learning how we can support them. This workshop, but this event and many of our previous workshops actually has been sponsored by Upham's Corner Main Street. Next week, we will have the director on. So I hope you guys will tune in same time next week. And she will be talking a lot about the work that they've been doing during COVID. So I'm going to pass it back over to Mott so that he can really set the vibes before we get started. So welcome, you guys. Enjoy.
Welcome. Like I said, it's the third installment, Joey. I'm excited. It don't matter what goes on. We still going to get this going. We still going to support our small businesses, support our local businesses.
Thank you.
Let's have some fun, y'all. Like I said, my name is DJ Mott, the People's DJ, FIL Virtual Shopping Network. I gotta bring some energy. Saturdays afternoon time.
Entro no bota, serve mais vodka. Tu fica maluco, ai meu Deus. Tu fica maluco, ai meu Deus. Tu fica maluco, ai meu Deus. Ai meu Deus, ai meu Deus. DJ
Like I said, my name is DJ Mouth, the People's DJ. Let's have some fun. Let's shop small, let's shop local.
DJ.
Listen, man, I'm home on a Saturday, working virtually. Can't beat that, man. 2020 is not all that bad, y'all.
DJ.
We got some dope businesses, dope entrepreneurs, dope artists today.
DJ.
Let's go! I had to bring some energy. I bring some energy to y'all early. We here each and every week. I think next Saturday is our last one. For a whole month, 4 weeks straight. I can't wait to bring out these special entrepreneurs that's been working hard all 2020, expanding their businesses, adapting their businesses. 2020, you got to make changes to still make money.
Living in the mud, we never relaxing. Outcast is everlasting, not clashing, not at all. But see my
You got to move different from 2020 on.
asking, give me one pass. Flip, drop there, go to your chasm. Are you coming out the side of your face? That's like your memory bank. So quicker than taking, let's see your seatbelt fasten. Trunk rattling like 2 minutes in the backseat wrestling. Speaker box vibrate the tag, make it sound like the loose hands in the bag. But I know y'all wanted that 808. Can you feel that VASSA?
Come on, y'all, move with me. Whatever you are right now, just move with me. YouTube, what's up?
Silent, the girls all pause with glee, turning left, turning right, all they looking at me. Well, I was looking at them, they're on the dance floor. Now they got me in the middle, feeling like a man. Especially the big girls need love too, no discrimination.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing right now? How y'all doing? Let me know if you shopping small, shopping local.
Skinny, slim women got the over them. You can them, lift them, bend them, give them something to remember. Hell out timber when you fall to the chop. Take a deep breath and exhale. Your ex-girlfriend, boyfriend, foreign.
Let me know. You got to shop small, shop local. It's holiday season.
I used to think that I wasn't fine enough. And I used to think that
People's DJ.
Showing love to all our local small businesses. Show love, show love.
playing games. What's this all about? And I can't believe you hurting me. I met your girl, what a difference.
Oh, I think we ready. I think we ready for our first business. Let's go.
DJ.
Joey, I'm feeling the love this morning. I'm feeling the love. How you feeling? How you feeling?
Woo, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. This was a little
Yes.
bit get started, but I'm feeling better. I got some tea. I have my tea going. You're
There you
wearing
go.
my t-shirt. You just played Outcast. I'm feeling good.
Everything is right in the world right now.
Everything is right. Thank you so much, Mont. Guys, I'm gonna bring on my first business, and we're gonna bring on Golden Maison. Let me see if I can get you out of here, Mont. We're bringing on Helena from Golden Maison.
Hi.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm good. I know you're at work.
Yes.
That's the beauty of being virtual, right? We can take it from anywhere. But Helena, welcome. Please tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about Golden Maison as well.
Absolutely. With myself, I'm gonna start off saying I've been in hospitality, the hotel world for over 20 plus years. So it's what I eat and breathe. All I know is in regards to servicing people. So with having that passion behind me, that's where the idea of having Golden Maison gave birth in regards to wanting to have my hospitality ever after. So with Golden Maison, it's just, creating the same atmosphere that you are having in the hotel world. So I'll bring that into your home, the same feeling, the same luxury right into the setting of your own home.
I love that. I love that. And I'll tell you guys how Golden Maison was actually, we were a client of Golden Maisons. They would come in and do the Fairmount Innovation Lab. So I was happy to meet Helena and happy to really get to work with her. I think her work is exceptional.
Thank you.
I want to know, because it's not every day that you wake up and you're like, hey, I want to start a cleaning company. Like, how did that even come about? Like, why a cleaning company?
The saying, cleanliness is godliness, so when you have a clean space, a clean home, a clean environment, everything is at peace. And the fact that I enjoy to have a peace of mind, and I know everybody else will enjoy to have a peace of mind as well. That's what I'm like, okay, what can I do? What part I could bring into somebody else that will bring them calmness too? And then I'm thinking about, okay, clean. I enjoy cleaning. And not only that, because with my background, I'm Haitian American. My mom always, like on the weekends, you always have to clean, clean, clean. So that was something that was already embedded in me. So I'm like, okay, I already know how to do it. And I have, the luxury background with it. Why not bring it? Why not create that?
I would also add that just because I've seen you in action, and I think everybody is meant for something, right? And I think you're actually very gifted at it. I think that there's a love there, and so like when somebody really loves something, you do a really good job.
Yeah.
So and that's the reason why I'm like, oh no, we have to have her all the time. But I know that things have been very different. Because of COVID. I'd love to hear a little bit about, how is your business doing right now as we're in the midst of COVID? What are some things that you've learned in this process?
In the beginning, it was a little difficult because no one really wanted to have a complete stranger come into their home, especially with what was happening. But in reality, the world needed us. We needed to be part of, as crazy as it is right now, to come into your home, to feel like it is being disinfected, to feel like it is being clean, and to feel like you're hiring a professional to come in there and service your home for you. On top of having that peace of mind, it gives you the extra peace of mind to know that everything is being sanitized. And the advantage for me with, background in the hotel world and, previously being director of housekeeping, I knew what proper cleaning supplies to use. I knew what chemicals to use that is, friendly enough to kill all the germs, but as well as keeping your area smelling good and feeling good too.
That's great. That's great. What are some specific or special processes that you are doing right now that you weren't doing before, like in the midst of COVID? Because I know some people are doing I know they're sanitizing, but some people are doing steaming. What are some things that you're doing?
That's one of the things that we have done is the fog steaming. So pretty much we go in there and we disinfect the place before we go inside to clean it. So
Yeah.
we allow whatever like air bacteria, air germs. So we'll fog that out, and then that's when we'll go in at once after we fog it out to start servicing the home or the small business. Is one of the new thing that we started to try, which has been very helpful for us.
Awesome. So I know that you're doing different tactics, but how has your business been doing right now?
It's good. I mean, we have our ups and down. I have my consistent clients that are that we go, especially the salon that we go every 3 weeks. We go and service them. Because we always go in there, we know what we're doing, we know what area that we're targeting, and we make sure that we leave the place clean and safe for new clients that they're getting to come into their business. And as well as we have a private home that we go to as well. And we go in there, do the same thing for them. They have 2 dogs. So even with having pets in your home, we also want to make sure the home is safe for them too. So we go in there, we properly serve the area. You make sure we use the right chemicals to service the area and to make sure that any bacteria, any germs is out of the home for the clients.
I love that. So you do commercial and you do private homes.
We do private home and we do small commercial space.
Got you. Soon to be big commercial spaces. We're expanding.
Yes. We're putting that into the environment.
Yes, absolutely. Helena, please tell everybody how they can get in contact with you. We'll be, I see your Instagram is in our chat. But how else can they get in touch with you?
Definitely with on IG. They could go and Golden Maison Services on IG, as well as you could email us at goldenmaisonservices@gmail.com. That will be our best area to get in contact with us, as well as going to goldenmaisonservices.com, which is our website where you could go and book any service that you're looking for.
And Golden Maison, it's golden, and then Maison is spelled Maison.
Correct.
Right? No. Yeah. So I highly recommend Golden Maison, you guys. I think this is, right now, this is the right time for it, especially for small businesses. I know that for us, it was a godsend. Everybody needs to be advertising. Everybody needs to be cleaning right now. So please make sure you are contacting Helena. If that is what I'm saying, Lena, I'm like, but we're homies. Helena, right? But thank you so much for being here, Lena. Have a wonderful
pleasure. Thank you for having me here, and please definitely follow us at Golden Maison Services on IG.
And more than follow her, yes, follow her too, but also hire her. Right?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Helena.
My pleasure. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
I always have a problem getting people out of there. All right. Let's see. All right. You guys, our next business is Rhythm and Raps. Hi, Kraveen. I can't hear you. Nope. Can't hear you. You might need to, it might be your headphones. I can hear you now.
Okay, cool. Awesome. How are you?
Perfect. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
So, Kraveen, can you tell us, I know you work over at Rhythm and Rap. I'd love to hear more about the business. I frequented there, and I love you. Please tell us a little bit about Rhythm and Rap and how you came to work there.
Okay, so Rhythm and Raps is a 100% vegan, casual fast food restaurant. It started as a food truck about 5 to 6 years ago. Just pretty much posting up around the Cambridge area, kind of helping to put people on to different kinds of foods or some of the favorites they have, but just in a more healthy form. The brick and mortar has been here for about 2.5 years now. It's a place that is kind of a community staple or coming to be that. just
Yeah.
based on the vibe that we have. You know, it's in the name, pretty much. Like we want to have the rhythm. Basically, when you come in, you hear the good music, you feel the good vibes, and also have like flavorful food that's like good for the soul too. You know, it's pretty much just like, you know, you may go to a restaurant in the city, you know, as a person of color, and you may not feel fully comfortable sometimes just based on the vibe, you know, things
Yeah.
that we, you know, kind of are conditioned with and internalized over time. And this place kind of doesn't really have that at all. So we have a lot of people that come from the hood, come from outside of Massachusetts, Providence, different places that people are at that kind of are interested in the concept and also trying some of the meals that we have. So it's definitely like a staple for that.
I have to say, you know, I definitely got that vibe going there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It has like a very organic, like you can come as you are. You know,
Right. Right.
I'm a little bougie, I'm a little boujetta, right?
I
You know,
feel that.
so,
Yep.
so you know, I came with my girlfriends. We came for brunch, and that was great. You know, so I love that. It seems to have like a bit of a hip hop aura to it too.
Definitely. Yeah. It's like the name. It's like rhythm and raps. That's like rhythm and blues, R&B, and
Yeah.
raps is like hip hop as well. You know. So yeah, it definitely has that vibe.
So I'm like, I would say that, you know, I'm borderline vegetarian. I don't know if I could ever go vegan.
Yeah.
That's an aspiration.
Right.
But I do love to eat healthy. Like my body craves it. And so I'm always looking for places. I'm always looking for recipes, you know, that I can cook, because people always think, oh, healthy food is not good, and I don't believe that. But the food at Rhythm and Raps is so good, you know. So I'd love to talk about that. Like, what goes into like the fusion, like, because it's so interesting. The combinations are so creative. So talk a little bit about some of the combinations and like how people receive it.
Sure thing. Yeah, that's something that we try to keep a staple in the dishes that we create. Not only are they kind of creative and artistic, and kind of spins on different things that people like or people love, kind of like burgers and chicken sandwiches and fish tacos. We may
Mhm.
use a kind of like chipotle mayo with it, or that mayo with like a garlic chili sauce, and fuse that together and have like pickled onions and just like interesting flavors to kind of put together. I believe like when it was first started as a food truck, um, a lot of the idea of the concept was having healthy foods that still tasted good. So a lot of it was like that, and I believe once we got the brick and mortar, we started putting some of the fried stuff like fries and egg rolls and things like that, just for people to have a snack, late night snack, and to have that, and kind of segue people into eating more of the healthy foods as well. Um, yeah, so you know, we don't use a lot of soy. We try to like stay away from things like that. And in the future, we have been kind of collaborating and brainstorming on different ways to infuse more health too. That's kind of like how I kind of got brought on, because I have my own side business with Saint's Kitchen, and
Mhm.
that's more of like my own expression of self discovery through wellness, and that's something that people are really interested in. So we try to test these things out. It's a test kitchen as well. We're always testing new things.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's something that we just like to be creative about.
I love that. I love that. Now you just mentioned Saint's Kitchen. You
Yes,
want to tell me a little bit about what is Saint's Kitchen? What is that about?
sure. So Saint's Kitchen is pretty much a vegan Haitian fusion type of food concept. Yeah. So basically, it all pretty much stems from just me going through my journeys and things like that. When I was in a space where I felt there wasn't so much control in my life, food was one thing that I kind of wanted to focus my attention toward, and show myself love through that. Just learning about it. That's something I had been interested in, and I had, you know, more time to my devices to be able to really um, dive into that a little bit more. And being in a place like this definitely has helped to fuse that for me together, and I feel totally natural here because, you
Mhm.
know, I'm a hip hop dude as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
As
yeah.
an MC, so to be somewhere that I feel very passionate in being about, I learn and also give some of my expertise as well. We kind of all do that together, so that's something that is super dope.
I really love that. I love that you know, you're starting this business, Saint's Kitchen, and that you're also, you know, as you're working for Rhythm and Rap, you're also getting the mentorship, right?
Exactly. Yes. Yes. Yes.
And that is something that we really talk about, you know, all the time at the Fairmount Innovation Lab, making sure that we're aligned, you know, that we're getting the right mentorship along the way. You know, so like you being in the field as you're also running your business, I think that's an awesome way to do it.
It definitely is. It's like it's really inspired me just in my personal life as well, and being able to be more open to different forms of mentorship and just different ways of being intentional with your energy as well. So this is kind of like one tangible thing I can see that me kind of taking a leap into the unknown has manifested different things in my life in this form, and it's dope. You know what I mean?
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. But you said something that just kind of stuck with me, because you said Haitian vegan, right?
Yes. Yes.
Which is almost kind of like an anomaly, right?
Right. It is. It is. It is.
Which of course I love. Are you going to be doing a vegan Super Jamu this year?
Yes, I am. 100%. I've already started to plan it, so I am. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. As for you guys who don't know what Super Jamu is a squash soup that Haitians do every first of the year. It is a celebration of our independence. That's our Independence Day. So mostly every Haitian we know is going to be making Super Jamu.
Right.
The supermarkets, they stock up on it. They know we're coming.
Exactly. Exactly. And let's not talk about the Bon Appetit article or whatever like that. How
Oh
they
my God,
butchered
let's
the recipe.
not. Don't make me upset. All right.
If you want that real, come to Rhythm and Raps. We got that. Yeah.
Is Rhythm and Raps doing a version of that?
Yes, we will. We will have it. Yeah.
Awesome.
We'll have it. Yep.
So are you guys open on the first?
I believe we are. I think the first is on a Friday. I don't see why we wouldn't be.
Because it's the first. Y'all don't take
right.
days off.
I mean, Mondays is like our only day off, really. Just to help, just to prep and stuff like that. I'm not sure yet if we'll be open that day, but either way, we'll work around it and we will definitely have it for our people. 100%.
Awesome. So, all right, Kirby, thank you so much for talking with me. So I want you to give the people two things. One, how do they get in contact with Rhythm and Raps? Where are they located? What are the business hours? And then I also would like you to share your details for Saint's Kitchen. If anybody wants catering for Haitian vegan food, how can people get in touch with you?
Awesome. Okay, yes. So we are located at 1096 Commonwealth Ave in Boston, right down the street from BU. If you're taking the T, you can take the B line and get off at either Babcock Street or Packers Corner, and we're just like a 2-minute walk from there. We're also online, rhythmandraps.com. You can also reach us at 617-566-4144. We currently do have a holiday catering menu. If you go on our website, you can see that. That's one way to really support us during this time. So go on there. We have a nice menu. Jamaican patties, kale and collards, a possible meatloaf, a whole bunch of different stuff. So hit us up on that. Details are on the menu there. And Saint's Kitchen, you can check me out at Saints. That's SAINTZ Kitchen. If you want to reach out, Black quinoa, anything like that, I have that as well. So you can reach out anytime.
So they can reach out to you on Instagram?
Yes, yeah.
Instagram, awesome. Do you have the phone number memorized?
I do, yeah.
That's dedication right there. I barely have my own phone number memorized.
No, come on. This is how we used to do it back in the day. I want to bring it back there.
I am so impressed. All right. Thank you so much, Karveen.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Day. You as well, Joe.
Bye. All right. We are bringing on our next business, which is Holly. Hey, Holly of Sip and Glow. You're muted.
I forgot I was on mute. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
For sure. You look beautiful, by the way.
You do too.
Thank you. Look, can I see your shirt?
Yes, for sure.
I didn't know you had. I'm going to be getting a t-shirt. I did not know you had t-shirts, Holly.
So they're not for sale yet.
Okay.
However, that's in the works.
Okay, awesome. Now, can you tell everybody who you are and a little bit about your business, please?
Yes, most definitely. So my name is Holly. I am the founder of Mind, Body, and Soulful, and the co-founder of Sip and Glow. Sip and Glow is actually my newest addition to the family, I'd say. It's run by both me and my older sister, Lydia. So yeah, we are just getting started. We actually just started Sip and Glow during COVID, believe it or not. So it's been a journey within itself and a huge blessing, to say the least.
Got you. Okay, so Holly, I see someone in the back of house named Lydia.
Yes. She is not. She's
okay.
Actually out. Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, we can bring her on.
I know.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So how long have you guys been in business? And just give me a little bit more about what you guys do and all that.
Yeah, most definitely. So we started back in June, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
So a few months now, and it really started organically. It started as a thought, and then we just ran with the punches. You know, Mind, Body, and Soulful and Sip and Glow is kind of like, it's a sister company.
Mm-hmm.
And it all is kind of full circle. Mind, Body, and Soulful, I like to focus a lot on plant-based foods. Not necessarily putting a name on like just vegan or vegetarian, but more so focusing on how to incorporate, you know, a lot of those greens and vegetables into your food.
Yes.
So then Sip and Glow just kind of came along, and we just been having fun with it. A lot of people, they want to eat their vegetables and things of that sort. So one of the ways in which they're able to do it is actually drinking them. And, you know, a lot of people want to boost their immune system, detox their body. So we actually offer a lot of those beverages over at Sip and Glow.
Love that. I remember, I remember two things. I remember when you first were getting started, and I would see you on Instagram, you know, making all of these healthy meals. And I'm like, I didn't know Holly was a chef. I didn't know,
Yes.
you know, and I would see like these amazing, and I'm like, okay, one, I would love to do them, but that's never going to happen. So it's like, so I'm just going to hire Holly.
Yeah, no, honestly, cooking for me is really therapeutic. And it's really a form of artistry. I always say that because it really is. Like when I'm in the kitchen, I'm having fun with it. For some people, I find that cooking is stressful. They get anxiety when they start to cook. But for me, it's like I'm playing with flavors. I'm playing with different herbs and all of that. So I just like to have a lot of fun with it. I noticed that there's a stigma when it comes to, you know, a lot of the plant-based foods, and it's boring or there's no flavor. But it's like, I say this all the time. The same way you're going to season your chicken or your fish or whatever your protein choice of that day is the same way you need to season your vegetables. So just give that same love and energy that you would with, you know, any other food.
I think what's amazing about you, and you just said it, right? It's a love for you. Mm-hmm. And, you know, for people who follow you, you can see that, you know, I think you turned your lifestyle into a business. And I think that's when it really works, right? Yes. You were already like, I would always see you and Nas. Nas is her son.
Yeah.
I would always see you and Nas like out in, you know, in nature. Always cooking, that was all a part of your lifestyle. It began, you know what I mean? And then you turned it into a business.
Exactly. And that's actually how Mind, Body, and Soulful started. I really wanted to show my son that, you know, fruits and vegetables, it doesn't just come from the market or the grocery store. Like you can actually plant a seed and watch it flourish. He's actually right here. You want to come say hi? Come say hi, Papa.
Hey, Nas.
Oh. Hi. Yes, I really wanted to show him that. It's really important, especially the next generation, just to kind of implement that and show them that, you know, we can start our own garden and we can actually eat these vegetables. We can actually eat these produce. And with Mind, Body, and Soul Food, I was like, now how can I incorporate this into, you know, our everyday life? So then it just kind of took off from there, really.
I love that. And for some of you guys who are listening in, you know, who are entrepreneurs in the making, who are thinking about like what kind of business for you to start, I think that's like, this is such a great example of that, right? It's such a great example. Just look at what you already do naturally, what you're already talented at. You know, I believe that, you know, we're already born with everything that we need. you know, to be able to survive, to be able to make a living, to be able to be successful and impactful in the world. You know, so it's just really looking internally of like, what is it that you already possess, and then find a way to monetize.
That's it. That's it.
That's it.
Most
So
definitely.
I had your beet juice.
Oh yes.
So good.
Thank you. Thank you. We're actually doing a pop-up tomorrow.
Where?
So today is actually the last day to pre-order. So I'll actually, I don't know how I'll send the link for everyone to check it out, but
you should actually comment on your computer. But if you speak out the link, we have people, but I think Justin is behind the scenes. If you speak the link, we can go ahead and type it in.
Yeah, so most definitely. So our Instagram is _sip and glow. So you'll be able to find the menu on there. And then also if you wanted to just pre-order your drinks, you can actually shoot us a text at 978-902-0953. And then actually we can send you the menu there, or you can even find it on our website, and that's at www.mindbodyxsoulfood.com/sip and glow.
So Sip and Glow for Instagram, it's SIPAND.
Yes, there is an underscore at the beginning.
Underscore. Okay. Let me see. Let me see if I can send some comments myself. And what is the telephone number again?
It's going to be 978 902 0953.
0953. And this is for the menu, right?
Yes.
Perfect. 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 What are some juice choices that you guys have?
Oh, so actually we just introduced 2 new juices. This is one of them right here. This is our vitamin C. Wait, here's the camera.
Love it.
This is our vitamin C. So it's like a citrus base. It helps actually boost your immune system. So it has grapefruit, oranges, it has lime, and then it also has ginger and apple as well. And then we also introduced another drink. It's called Sunshine. So that one has pineapple, turmeric, ginger, and then apple as well. So we try to switch it up just to keep people interested. Again, we love playing with flavors. So a lot of our drinks are, you know, able to help boost your immune system.
I love it. I love it, especially right now, right? Especially,
it's important. It's definitely important.
People are getting sick. It's, you know, there's so much. There's cold, regular colds, the flu, COVID.
Yes. Yes, definitely. So it's not just, you know, about washing your hands and sanitizing, but it's more so internally as well. Just trying to make sure that your temple is all intact, so that way if anything does attack you, you'll be prepared.
I love it. I love it. Holly, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
One more time before you leave, just give us your credentials again. How can people get in contact with you?
Yeah, so definitely we're on Instagram. It's _sip and glow. And then we're also on Facebook. On Facebook, you can just search Sip and Glow and we'll pop up. And then you can also text us for this week's menu at 978-902-0953.
And just real quick, are you doing anything for the holidays?
No, I'm not actually. No. Nope.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you so much. It was great having you.
Thank you for having me.
Bye, Nas. Is he still there?
Hey, bye. He's playing with the balloon. He's in his own
All right.
world.
See you guys later.
Bye. See you later.
All right, guys. We're going to bring back DJ Mott.
Wow, that was dope.
All right. Huh?
That was healthy.
It was healthy. Rhythm and rap. We got
Sip and Glow.
We got Golden Mizzle clean you all up.
Right? Healthy and clean today, early Saturday, right?
Absolutely. All right. I'm going to leave you for a little bit. We're going to take a little music break so you guys can vibe out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Sip and Glow support, man. Yesenia, Elo, Dear Leah, Emerald. We see you on the YouTube. Like I said, my name is DJ Mott, the People's DJ. Shop small, shop local.
DJ Mott. DJ Mott.
We're gonna keep that energy up. Let's go. Dear Leah, Emerald, Hello Kush, Yesenia, we see you on the YouTube.
DJ
We got more coming up, more coming up. Stay tuned in, stay locked in.
I'm the Congo boy. DRC is joy. Welcome to Kinshasa. Yakobina.
Shop small, shop local.
Listen, I'm Misala. Oko Sala boy. So today, oh la la. Oko la la. So
DJ Must.
I hope y'all vibing on this Saturday morning. We got many more coming up. FIL Virtual Shopping Network. Next Saturday too. Make sure you stay locked in.
Oh sister, I know be a rider. Give me one chance, make I be a fighter. Provider. Put for my man, make I be a pasta. Being Jimothy, make I be a sponsor. Feeling like she from my
DJ Must.
Can I see you wind up your bumper? I'm really closer to me.
We having fun here on Virtual Shopping Network. Them on Innovation Labs. My name is DJ Mount, the People's DJ.
I'm the good DJ. When you wind your wife so good, yeah. Then she ball hola. She come on me
DJ
hola. I'm a shop the place and you know you're whining good. She ball hola.
DJ
hola. You me shut down the whiner. Hola, but you something really good. And she ball hola. She ball hola. She call me name. She ball hola.
Here we go. Have some fun.
Sit, line up yourself, girl. Ready to perform.
I'm giving energy, y'all. Let's go. Give it back.
But you make it look so easy, girl. Yeah. You don't need recommendation.
DJ
You already know the time. You went from the town. They say you're a monster. Monster wine
wherever you at home right now on Saturday. Here we go. We appreciate all the vendors, all the businesses on here every Saturday.
Telling you me head on bad in the sun arena. We come to my shop container, we ripping it up again. I'm telling you, if you cannot handle it, cannot handle the job.
You home, you might be cleaning, you might be doing something, you might be moving. Let's go.
Oh, show me your response. When you respond, let me see your response. When you respond, show me your response.
Let's pause and do a dance real quick.
Start, jump up, level vibes, jump around, level vibes. On the ground is level vibes, all around is level vibes.
Give you some level vibes here at FIL's Virtual Shopping Network.
On the ground is level vibes, everybody. So push them.
the limit is the sky.
What's up, Joey? Give me some shoulder work right there, baby. Give me some shoulder work.
That's why I living for tonight.
We living on cloud
That's
nine.
why I living for tonight.
2020 don't let you stop from having fun and living life.
Tonight, on cloud nine. That's why I living for tonight.
Living for tonight right now. Let's go.
You might see me stumbling.
DJ.
Once my heart's been pumping, I must wind up on something. And there's vibes in and no ceiling. It's exactly how I'm feeling. And
How you feel? How you feeling? Let's vibe.
DJ.
I done high already. Feel I could fly already. And up in the sky already.
You ready?
On a high, celebrating life.
Celebrating live on a high. Let's go.
Don't tell me about last night. And if you take a picture, don't tap me on no sight. I can't
Yo, positive vibes, good vibes only. My name is DJ Live. The People's DJ. We here with Joel Fontaine, Assistant Director of Fairmont Innovation Labs, Virtual Shopping Network. Shop small, shop local.
Thank you, Mott. I'm like, let me make sure my mute button is not on.
Oh, we hear you. I want to let you know.
Thank you, Mott. Mott will be back at the end to. I just had a brain fart, y'all. To keep us moving. All right, thank you, Mott. We're gonna bring up Artie from Artie Skincare. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here. It's so great to finally meet you.
Thank you. And same here.
For sure. So Artie, please tell him, am I saying it right, Artie?
It's Artie.
Artie.
You're close.
Got it. I always want to make sure that I'm saying it properly. Artie.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. So please tell me a little bit about your business and how you got started.
Okay, so I am Aarti Thalore, the founder of Aarti's Organic Skincare. We're based in Boston, Massachusetts, of course. And I honestly never thought this would turn into a business. I was really out to set out a problem that I was facing in my skincare journey.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know a lot of ethnic women suffer with hyperpigmentation and uneven skin tone, and I wanted to wake up like a glowing goddess and be and just be radiant all day long, and it wasn't happening.
Yeah.
And I realized, I was spending so much money on products like Sephora and Ulta, listening to YouTubers and influencers marketing these products. And I was buying the same thing. And I was always wondering, what batches are these broads getting? Because I am not getting those. My skin still looks like crap.
Right.
So, I was having a conversation with my mom one day, and she was like, why don't you just try what grandma used to give us? And I was like, So I started doing some more research. I am from India. And decided to take the Ayurveda route. And for people who don't know what Ayurveda is, it's a natural science. It's almost like a sister science to yoga. I'm sure people know that.
Yeah.
It's basically healing your body from the inside out, as well as your beauty secrets with natural ingredients that are proven to work, that have been passed down generationally to us, that are safe, and they're amazing. And so many trials and failures later, I came up with a concoction. I formulated it myself that changed my skin, and I used it for some time, and my skin was changing. People around me were noticing. My friends were like, are you in love? Did you meet somebody amazing because your skin's glowing? And I'm like, actually, I have a product that I'm working on. And that's how the journey started, and this is where we are. We launched last year.
Love it.
Officially launched last year, and yeah.
I love it. I always think, because I'm originally from Port-au-Prince, Haiti, and I always think the remedy that our grandparents, the things that they did back in the day, those are the best, right? Because like I find myself now going back to like teas that my grandmother used to give me, to cleanse, right, to make my son drink these things, because all the things that we're putting into our bodies or putting on our bodies now, they're so toxic, they're filled with toxins. And so I love that this was, this is something that's so natural and so a part of your culture and your upbringing. I think that's it's kind of like what we're talking about with Holly, having something that you are, monetizing something that's already there, already been proven, right?
And I think, we think about, there's so many factors, right? Environmental factors, genetics, and that affect our skin, the way we look, how we feel, what we're putting inside of us. And your skin is your largest organ in your body. And I don't know about you, but I want to stay looking good as I age.
Absolutely.
You know,
Your skin is flawless, by the way.
Thank you, thank you. And you know, thank you. It's been a journey for me too. I used to be a very, very heavy makeup wearer because I was trying to always camouflage and hide my imperfections. And now I can just wake up, put on some, you know, bronzer, blush, and out the door I go, and I feel good. And that's the experience I want my customer to have, where you wake up, you feel bold, confident, and just go out and get it, you know. And that's exactly what I want my customer to, the experience I want them to have.
I'm gonna become a client for sure.
Thank you.
I think that for me right now, that's been a big thing for me, because I am not a heavy makeup wearer at all.
Yeah.
I actually don't know how to put on makeup, so it's like, you know, I put on my little bronzer and lipstick and my eyeliner, and I'm always my girlfriends who know how to, you know, do the face. I'm like, can you teach me?
Yeah, I think there's something liberating about waking up, throwing something on regular. Like I love eye makeup, mascara and cat liner. Is my go-to with a lip, you know. But it is definitely liberating to just be like, okay, you know, I don't have to spend so much time to, you know, put this face on and just go. And for me, that was huge, you know. And one of the things that makes me so happy is a lot of my clients, some of them suffer with acne and scarring and uneven skin tone, similar to, you know, what I was struggling with before. And it's helped them because the product actually has an antifungal property, it has an antibacterial property. It also has elements that are going to help brighten it. It's not going to whiten your skin. It will just make it brighter with consistent use. And they're loving it, and that makes me so happy.
I love that. Because I'll tell you that as a consumer, it is really intimidating. You know, like all of the products that are out there.
It is. It's very overwhelming.
It's so overwhelming. You have no idea what works, what doesn't work. I just recently turned 40. And so like I'm like everywhere looking for like some skincare. I'm like, okay, you know, I don't want to start aging.
We have melanated skin. We're good.
I know. But I also don't like, I'm also not like, I think a lot of women are, you know, they have a skincare routine. I don't have a skincare routine. You know what I mean?
You're going to start tomorrow, darling.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, but it's also intimidating when I start to look for these products. So can you show me some of the products that you have?
So I have right now, so it's a 2-part skincare system. This is our mist.
Okay.
So I'll tell you a little bit more about the product. So it's 2 products, but use it together. It doesn't matter what you wash your face with. I don't use soap on my face. I just actually use oatmeal and water. That's my secret of my, you know, face wash. So it's the first thing you're going to do is you're going to wash your face, and you're going to add you're going to spritz some mist on your décolleté, your neck, and your face. It has natural hyaluronic acid. So what it's going to do is it's going to just prep your skin to get it plump enough so that when you add the serum on, it's going to just soak everything in. Twice a day is a recommended use. You could also, the good thing of the product is it's very versatile. So you can use it if you're a makeup wearer and you don't want to have cake face. You can, you know, dilute some of the product with the serum and the mist so that you have a nice flawless canvas. So you can use it as a highlighter on the, you know, on the temples. You can, you know, use it with your foundation, whether it be cream or liquid. So you could, it's very versatile, but it actually is skincare that's actually going to help you radiate and clear up your skin. So that's that. The one thing that I want to mention, as you mentioned, is consistency is key to achieving this, you know, amazing dewy skin that you want. And also I think having realistic expectations. You know, I have clients who are like, you know, I want to have skin like yours. And I was like, okay, this didn't happen overnight. It's taken consistency, it's taken time. So if you don't wash your face every night, you're not my customer. My customer is a modern conscious woman who takes the time to have a routine, because that's how it's going to work for you. Products generally take 2 to 3 months to completely work. And people generally get really impatient and use a product for, you know, a week or a couple of days and say it doesn't work. It's not going to work. No one has a magic wand where you wake up with glass skin, which is on the internet, which is not, it's not real.
Right, right.
You know, we have filters, we have lighting. There's so many things that you can do to, to achieve that. But no, and the other thing is also what your diet is so important. And simple things
Inside
like
out.
right, not touching your face with your hands, because your hands carry so many germs and debris and dirt. That's one thing. And so, but one thing in my research, and I also have been doing this in the past, is we generally buy products, women buy products based on just what we're used to as a habit. Whether it works or not, we are not sure. For me, I was buying, Chanel's Cream Fiend for years, right? It's a luxury product. I'm all about luxury. I want things that look good, feel good, smell good. I used it for years, and every time I was out, I'd be like, "Oh, I need to get it," but it was not doing anything for my skin.
Yeah.
So I think it's been a learning experience for me as well, to not buy product out of habit, but to see if it works and give it the time, for it to work.
Absolutely.
So that's
Absolutely. I think that's where I'm at right now, because I feel like a lot of things I've been using was just out of habit.
Right.
So in every aspect of my life, I'm reevaluating, being very intentional about, the food, like everything that we've been talking about has been really about health, about like from the inside.
Self-care, wellness, absolutely.
Absolutely.
And I think we need that more. I think we all have learned that we need that so much more this year than ever.
Yes.
Prioritize yourself.
Absolutely. And I think that's what COVID did for us, is really kind of given us the time to reflect, to self-reflect, to be with ourselves and figure out, what do we really need and what don't we need? What are some things that we can get rid of?
True. Absolutely.
So please, Arti, please tell everybody how they can get in touch with you.
Yes, so we are online, so you can reach us at www.artisorganic.com. On Instagram, it's at Artis Organic. Facebook is Artis Organic Skincare. I have tagged myself, and I think you guys have tagged me, so you guys can find us if you have questions, concerns, if you're just curious about the product, if you want to know more. I'm always happy to answer questions and connect with people. I absolutely love that. So please reach out.
Absolutely. And I actually can't wait to meet you in person. I can't wait for COVID to be done so we can start these markets back in person.
I would love that. And I just want to add before I go, so during COVID, we pivoted a little bit, and we have actually launched a 1/2 ounce product. So we have 3 sizes. We have a 2 ounce, a 1 ounce, and a 1/2 ounce that we just launched a few months ago. And that is it's perfect for stocking stuffers for Christmas. It's coming up.
Yeah.
It's $19.99. It's also good for somebody who's just getting to know our brand and wants to know the product. It's a lower price point for you to try, and you're going to come back for the bigger one. You're going to keep back.
Absolutely. I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much.
All right.
Have an amazing day.
You too.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. So guys, we have our featured artist coming up next, Ayanna Mack. Whoop, whoop. Hey girl, hey.
Oh, hi. I'm so happy to be here.
So happy to have you. You're like, I see the art in the background, but you're like a work of art within yourself.
Thank you.
For sure. I'm seeing I think there's a little bit of a delay, but it's okay. It's okay. So Ayanna, please tell everybody about yourself and the art that you make.
Yeah, so my name is Ayanna Mack. I'm a local artist and graphic designer based in Boston, born and raised. I create artwork. I've been creating artwork in business for nearly 10 years now, but creating artwork over that amount of time. My artwork is vibrant and full of bright textures and colors. You can kind of see a little bit behind me on that side. So I paint a lot of images of Black women. I love seeing reflecting images of Black women, personal experiences, anything community related. So a lot of that comes out into the work I create. So, I do paintings, I sell products. Some of the products I have are notebooks and hand-painted glassware, and it changes throughout the year. So, try to keep up with me because I have limited items over the holidays, and then I switch to some other items. So it's a little bit about me.
Love that. Love that. And I think one of the major reasons why I really wanted to have you on is because I think you're one of the few artists that I have seen that I have seen successfully sell, right? Because I think that's like a huge thing where artists, like we're creatives, but artists don't necessarily know how to sell, how to run a business.
Yeah.
So I'd love for you to talk a little bit about the transition from when you used to create art and just sell your art to then, now creating products that are now in the market.
Yeah, it was interesting because when I first started, I actually started selling hand-painted glassware on Facebook. And I haven't talked about it in a while, but I like glassware and cups and coffee and juice and things like that. So that's why I started to draw on cups. So what I did was I did 4 of them. I put them on Facebook. It was like, email me. I'm gonna hit you, do my PayPal. Like, it was just real janky, but I can't call it janky now. It was all that I knew then. Yeah. So that's what I did. I did all I knew. So I was just putting my work out there and seeing how people would receive it. So for a few years I did that. And then over time I started to take like business courses, free business courses. I did an accelerator, a fellowship, with the Arts and Business Council, just kind of giving me some education around arts, around what's going on in the city, how to sell. So I transitioned from like, I'm just gonna sell this thing because I feel like it, to intentionally learning about business and art and letting go of my feelings about like, I really want to sell these cups. But the reality is maybe my customer base doesn't want to buy these cups. So letting go, right, of like my personal feelings and looking at what's selling versus what I want to sell. So that's kind of how I transitioned into like the business side of it.
I love it. I love it. And you said something that was really, really important. You said you did what you knew, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that's such a great point and a gem, because a lot of people are just like, I have to have everything perfect. I have to have a whole marketing scheme, and you were very organic with it, where you just went with your gut. Like, I have these cuts, we're just gonna put it on, see what happens.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah, like early on, that's what it was. Like, I remember one of my earlier events was Arts in the Park in Roxbury, Malcolm X Park. And I remember like legit sitting on the ground and painting, and another vendor had given me some zip ties to put my art up on the fence. Like, I had no idea what I was doing, but it was just like, you figured it out. I was like, I wanted to be in this space. I wanted to do this thing. And then I just, I made it work. Again, like sitting on the ground, painting, PayPaling and swiping and doing all the things. So yeah.
But I think it starts with the love, right? You might not know exactly what the process is, but as long as you stay like true to your heart and you're just following like your passion, you get there, right?
Absolutely. Like moving from a space of authenticity, like from beginning to the end, and that's a longer conversation, but authenticity is key. It's very, very important in the way that I create and the stuff that I put out. So
absolutely. I do some mentorship now for businesses, and that's something that I'm always saying, where, because a lot of times people come and they're like, how do I sell?
Mm.
Well, you will sell if you're authentic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you really learn if you develop a brand that is true to your being,
Mm-hmm.
and just like what we've been talking about, that's been the theme, monetizing what you already have.
Yeah.
That's the key. That's the key. So tell me, why art? Because I know you're an artist, but why this particular realm of artistry?
Well, I mean, growing up, I was super crafty. I was the kid with like stickers, and like I was always doing something with my hands, yarn, and my grandmother actually taught me how to draw. So years and years ago, back in the day, when I was auditioning for Boston Arts Academy, in order to get into the school, you had to have a portfolio. And my grandmother helped me put my portfolio together. And she was an artist and makeup artist. She did all the things, everything. Yeah. But she was kind of my inspiration into that. And from there, I mean, I was in arts high school, and then I went to college for design. And I went to Artists for Humanity. So I was always in the art space in some sort of painting. And I could have gone into photography, but I stuck with painting and then moved into design. So I kind of do a little bit of both. So you see a graphic element in some of the work that I do, but you still have the depth with faces and details and things like that. So
I love that. I love that. How has art helped you during this time? So this year has been an interesting year for everyone, whether good or bad. But how have you utilized art during this time to cope?
Yeah, it's been everything. Early on when the pandemic started, I still work a full-time job. So between, I work from home, and between that, I started to draw again and draw a little bit more. So at the beginning, everyone was panicking. We're all trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And then once I was settled and grounded, I decided to start workshops around joy, visualizing joy. And that was in March and April. And I hated video, and I just did it, right? I set up the background. Like, I am not like, it's so strange to me still, but I do it because this is how you keep your business going. But anyways, I started doing these workshops around visualizing joy and presenting it in a way of people, again, using art as a tool to help them in the situation that they're in and in the space that they're in. So I did that with a few organizations like Zone 3 in Austin, some smaller corporations. I did some virtual parties with them. So that was kind of the beginning of like, all right, let me step outside of myself and see how I can use, my talent and my art as a tool to help other people. But it started with me being like, I need to be okay first before I can, help other people through my talent and creativity. So
I love that. I love that. Yeah. So you have a full-time job, right?
Yeah.
And so I ask this because this is the struggle of many of us, right? Our artists who also have the main job that's taking care of the bills and all of that, right? And so I'm always like, when do you get to the point where you just like, as an artist, I talk to a lot of my visual artist friends. I'm like, when do you get to the point where you are, people are supporting you enough, people know about your art, and instead of going to, purchase their glasses at, I don't know, Marshalls or whatever, they want to come to you, because that's what you do. Instead of getting their greeting cards at, Hallmark or whatever, they come to you. So when do we get to that space, and what do you envision? Like, what does it take for you to be working full time? And I'm not going to say when, because we never know when, but what do you envision for that?
For transitioning away from like the full time into this being my full time, well, again, stability, right? Like, still have to pay my rent and my bills and things like that. But the interesting part of it is like, I can't just sell like paintings, right? Like, we can go deep into value, people understanding the value of paintings, having space to hang up paintings, right? A lot of us are just trying to survive. The last thing they're thinking about is like, oh, let me buy this $2,000 and up painting. So for me, what I've had to do is kind of do a little bit in different spaces, right? So I instruct workshops and paint parties and sell products. So I've had to have multiple, not just like forms of income, but I've had to monetize each part of me as artist in order to fully make money. Yeah. And I think to transition into a full-time artist, I don't know what that would fully take. I've been thinking about it, especially during the pandemic, because being home has allowed me to really, really maximize on my time. So in between meetings, I'm legit making ornaments, right? Or I'm scheduling other meetings for other things. So the pandemic, unfortunately, it's crazy, but it's really shifted my mindset to the possibility of actually being able to make this into a full-time thing. The first thing I can think of off the top is funding, right? Like, money. I've been working with somebody for the last 6 months who's been my back end strategy and helping me with content, and it's been amazing, right? Like education around how important it is to build a team and hiring for capacity. And I'm sure you know all of that. So I think having a plan, having money, and then also having the ability to continue to build out a team. So I have one person, but now I'm like, oh, I need somebody else to help with like my email campaigns and my social captions and just keeping it going. So I hope that answers a little bit.
It does answer the question, and mainly because I love that you talked about the different legs of the business, right? Because I think that this is something that I'm always talking to like my artist friends, you know, because there are many different pieces and there are many different ways of monetizing, right? So like, you know, could you, because now right now you're the only one creating the art, but could it become a template where you are now, you know, working with other people to create the art, you know? So like maybe the glasses gets picked up by a store, you know, and you're in multiple places in the country, in the world, you know what I mean? So really thinking about it as from an artist's perspective, thinking about it bigger, you know, than just this one piece of art. You know, how can we monetize on prints or whatever it may be? But, you know, having the creativity, but also having the business side, you know, like business, like mastering the business, I think is key in order to really be like a successful full-time artist.
Yeah, I agree.
So my last question is, what is one piece of advice that you would give to an artist who is listening to this about, you know, just working their business full-time?
One piece of advice?
Well,
oh gosh,
it doesn't have to be one. What are some important things you think they should know?
I think not to be so married to your idea, not necessarily like your authenticity or where something's coming from, but again, like you have to step away from, I want to sell this purple print because purple is my favorite color. If you have purple, green, yellow, and blue selling, you want to sell blue because blue's selling. It doesn't mean there's no value in purple. You really want to really look at that and analyze. You want to look at the data and analyze it. And it's not fun and it's not cute, but it's reality. Like if you're trying to make money, so kind of letting go of your idea and going with the data.
I love that. Yeah. I think for me, that's something I had to learn myself because when I first started, I was very married to everything. Like we're not changing anything. You have to adjust because you're not making art just for you. You're making it for the public. So
absolutely. And even one more I can say is the benefit I've had with working with somebody over the last almost 6 months now is I'm challenged. My ideas are challenged, right? So like for me, I'm like, no, I don't want to release that because people are going to look at it a certain way. And she's like, just put it out there. Like, what are you waiting for? And so having like, the great thing about having a team and not just having somebody to bounce ideas off of, but having someone to challenge you is really, really important. Because if I wasn't challenged, a lot of the things I'm doing right now probably wouldn't be happening the way they are. So that's another huge part of it.
Awesome. Thank you, Ayana. Can you know how they can get in contact with you?
Yes. So you can go to my website, ayanamac.co. And my Instagram is ayanamac.co. If you subscribe to my mailing list, you'll get 10% off of my journals. I have a holiday collection right now. I think I have a wine glass. A holiday collection of hand-painted wine glasses and ornaments and a few other things that are shipping out in time for the holiday. So you guys can check them out there.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Good to have you.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a great Saturday.
You too.
All right, guys. I am bringing on Jenny from Surplus Financial. I love your smile, girl.
You caught me mid-stretch. I was like, oh, that was such a good conversation. Thank you, friend.
But it was so great to actually, that was, your introduction. You came in with this beautiful smile.
Stop it. Hello?
Jenny, do you have another device going?
Let me double check. I had my phone because I was just sharing and just following everyone as everyone should. If you're watching this live on Facebook or YouTube, you should be following all of these awesome businesses. Is it better?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's better. Yes, much better. I am so excited to have you on. So we've had everybody that we've talked to today has been, for me, the focus was really, we're coming into 2021. What are some things that we should be doing, to really come as our best selves, So we had eating healthy, cleaning our homes, skincare.
Yes.
So I'm all about it. And now you have building up your credit, fixing up your financial situation. Please tell me a little bit about Surplus Financial, all of that.
All of it. So thank you, friend. And I want to start off first with saying thank you for creating this space. I think it's so that you've embodied the lesson that has been going on through 2020, which is we need each other. We need community in order to grow, in order to flourish and make it through. So thank you for making this space. So Surplus Financial Consultants is a personal finance and credit education company that specializes in taking the stress and shame out of managing your finances. So we teach people how to do the thing that they feel like they can't do, get control of their money so that they're not wondering, why is my money gone at the end of the month, right? So that's my heart, that's my passion. So I am super excited to be here. I feel like there was a part two of the question.
I love it. And I just want to. No, I think it's mostly that. I do want to know how you guys got started, but I also want to say that I'm really excited because Jenny in Surplus Financial, because they're two separate things, was a part of the Launchpad program and one of our original peeps. So I'm excited about that. I just remembered as you were talking. But I would. So you told us a little bit of what Surplus Financial is, but why did you decide to go in this particular realm? Why finance? Why do you care so much about money?
Great question. So let's start off first with just the really real conversation that a lot of us are the first to go to college, the first to own a home, own a car, in a lot of our communities. We're the first to forge ahead, right? And the thing about being the first, I'm the firstborn of three, is there's not always someone to direct your steps, right? I got started in finances because I had the hardest teacher. I was in the school of hard knocks, right? I got hit. Where I went to college like a good child and was told, hey, just do well in school, go to school. But I wasn't told and educated on, okay, you're signing for student loans. What does that look like? What is a promissory note, right? I didn't learn that credit could impact my ability to finish school. Junior year of undergrad, I had a balance of $10,000 left to pay before being able to start back up in the semester. And I remember going to my family, my cousins, and no one had good credit to help me clear off that balance so that I can start back at school. So it didn't matter that I was a good student. It didn't matter all of the extracurricular activities that I did in the school. It didn't matter that the president of the school loved me. What mattered was no one in my family could financially support me in this manner, right? And that year, I decided as the firstborn that I would never, repeat after me, never be in a situation where someone had to dictate my potential because of finances. And as the firstborn, I have a younger sister who's 15 now. I got into finance because I wanted to make sure that when she's in a position to make these decisions, that she has support. She has someone who can say, hey, this is the way to go. This is the way to do things, because that's how generational wealth gets built. In college, I was I started off as nursing, but I ended up with community health and wellness. And I chose finance because, one, not a lot of Black women are represented in that space. And not only that, finances impacts your health. We've had such amazing businesses talk about food. The reality of it is, if you don't have a control of your money, you're most likely not eating well. You're most likely going to eat McDonald's or Burger King or food that's cheaper, but it's literally destroying your body. I get really passionate, friends. So
Oh, I know. I know. So I love the background history on Surplus Financial. What are some services that you guys provide? Like, why would I come to you?
Right. Great question. Well, the number one reason why I believe people should come to Surplus is because we believe in the person. It's not just I'm not going to come for Lexington Law or anything like that or all that jazz. But we understand the story behind the person. I think the thing about a credit or credit scores is this score is supposed to tell you the character of a person. We all know that's, let's call it BS. It's full BS, right? So I believe first and foremost in education. My goal is not to be a crutch to my clients. My goal is to equip them in order to grow in a certain way that they can pass that knowledge on to their loved ones, to their children. I believe in not just educating the individual, but the people attached to them. So the services vary. I have the credit repair. That is, I want to be straightforward and say that is on a referral basis. Usually it's for clients that are going towards home buying. So a lot of my referrals for that program comes from real estate agents, mortgage brokers, and all of that. Because I believe if I'm going to repair your credit, it's a partnership. We're entering into a relationship in that sense. And I have my money coaching programs that's open for creatives, entrepreneurs. I find that I naturally attract those individuals. So that is the thing. And then I have do it yourself service, and I'll share one product that I have that is going to be fully built out in 2021. So I'm excited because I believe that anything that I can do, I want to teach you how to do it for yourself.
What was the one product? You said you're going to share the one product.
It's my first ebook. Hold on.
Oh, Stop Calling Me. I love it.
So it's ebooks. I had to print it out to make it real for myself, but I wrote my first ebook in 2020, and it's called, thank you, Fran, and it's called Stop Calling Me, a simple how-to guide on how to get those debt collectors off of your back. Okay. Yeah. So this guide is literally helping people walk through the process of removing collections or just dealing with debt collectors. Because let's be honest, how often do you pick up 1-800 numbers that call your phone?
Not once.
You're like, that might be a debt collector. I'm not gonna pick up. So I just wanted to support people so they're not afraid to pick up their phones anymore, because that's low-key slavery. Like, you're like, oh, nope, not gonna do it. So it's my ebook. It's you're gonna get the e version, internet version, but it's beautiful. I love it.
It's hard to see. Okay, that's better. Yeah.
So it's full of information. I give timeline tips. It's very easy to okay, you guys get the concept.
how can people get your book?
The easiest way to get my book is to connect with me on Instagram. I have everything linked on my Instagram, from my website to my phone number. So the best way to connect with me is through there. So at surplus, SURPLUS financial. And that's across the board on everything, because I like to make it easy for people to find me. And the ebook is connected in the link in my bio. So it's a $20 ebook, and imagine for $20 you will be able to remove thousands off of your credit report yourself when it comes to collections. With a caveat, I have to add that just because it's off your credit report does not mean that you don't have any responsibility for certain debts. But we can have a conversation about that.
Love it. Love it. Thank you so much, Jenny. I appreciate you. So you guys, Jenny's also going to stay on, since today, for the first time, usually I'm here as the host for Fairmount Innovation Lab. I am also an entrepreneur. I'm the CEO of a company called Creole, a women's high fashion brand. And today I'm going to be talking a little bit about Creole, but it's kind of weird to be talking by myself. So Jenny's going to introduce me.
Can we just give the people the real honest truth that she called me while DJ Mo was playing? It was like, hey, you want to interview me real quick?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to talk about this. And I'm completely excited.
And I know she knows the business, so I knew that it wouldn't be too much of a stretch to ask her to do it. And I really hate talking about myself or my business. So thank you, Jenny.
So I will start off with the question, because I am a fangirl. And if you guys haven't been following I Am Creole and Joelle, you haven't seen the amazing Bloomingdale. She has things happening in the works. So Joelle, start off with telling people about the vision behind I Am Creole. Why does it exist? What was your inspiration for it?
Sure. So I'm a fashion designer. I've been a fashion designer for many, many years. Why Creole exists? So when the earthquake happened in Haiti, 2010, it was the first time. So originally, I started going to school for architecture, and I got pregnant and ended up becoming a designer. Just like it was something I did at home. Sewing was something I did at home just to kind of stay sane while I was with my son at home. So when the earthquake happened, it was the first time that I was like, man, I really wish I had stayed with architecture, because then I could be able to go home and be able to do some things, because they were calling for like architects, construction, medical, all that stuff. And then I was like, okay, what do I have in my hand right now? Like, I'm an artist, I'm a designer. Could I possibly utilize that, to be able to do something in Haiti right now? So that was the first time that I even thought about making Creole into a business. So I used to, back in the day, you see DJ Mott is wearing an I Am Creole shirt, but back in the day, we used to hand paint them. I literally would have them on my lawn, like hundreds of shirts, hand painting. And I think he probably has an original one. But so when we did the fundraiser for Haiti, that's what I did. I did shirts, I hand painted shirts. We did a beautiful exhibition with art, fashion, all that. We raised about $10,000 to go to a school in Haiti. So then I went home because, you don't send money to Haiti. You make sure it goes to the right place.
Right.
And that it's being used for the right things.
Come on.
So I went home, and when I was home, I was, because I hadn't been back for over 20 years, and so there were so many different things that I was remembering, like seeing the women, the artisans out in the square at like 5 o'clock in the morning, just like, getting themselves together, getting ready for the day. And I just saw so much artistry, because when you think about Haiti, people always talk about how poor the country is, and, the poorest nation in the Western Hemisphere. And yes, we're not a rich country, but we are a beautiful country. We're also a country of people who are natural born creators, natural born creatives, and there are people who make these amazing pieces of art. you know, but they just don't have a means to sell it, you know. So Creole became a vision of, okay, how can I utilize art and fashion to really be able to promote these artisans, but also be a platform for economic development and sustainability, you know. So we've been running the business for some time. I took a bit of a hiatus for the last couple of years, and we just relaunched this past November. Super excited. And we relaunched with Bloomingdale's. They featured us for about a month. I think we relaunched November 2nd. And then we were there through Small Business Saturday, which was really great. And so with this relaunch, we have 2 artisans. My goal is to have an unlimited amount of artisans. I want a brick and mortar within 5 years. And if you think of like anthropology, for instance, you know, you think of like Creole becoming something like an anthropology where we are featuring artisans from all over the world, mainly women artisans. So we currently have 2 Haiti Design Co. They are an organization that works with not just women, but both women and men out of Haiti, and they work in educate. They work with them to build their goods, but also work with them in education and just being able to acquire a home and build businesses and all of that, sustainability. And then we're working with some artisans from Ecuador as well.
Listen, I am containing a squeal in my spirit. I'm fangirling because if anyone is to meet Jo, is to know that she is a true creative and is a true connector. Like, she literally embodies those things, right? We wouldn't be in these spaces if she wasn't those things, to think about outside of the box. So in asking about outside of the box thinking, what has been an outside of the box thinking that you've been doing when it comes to pivoting in 2020?
Well, I think one of the outside the box things that we've been thinking about is, so in the relaunch, we're doing things very differently, you know. So I think a lot of businesses, fashion businesses, have a hard time, especially smaller ones, because they can't scale properly, right? So if you're not a business that's doing like mass manufacturing, you're struggling, right? Because one-offs, if you're getting one-offs manufacturing, you're getting it at a price of like a sample, which is very expensive. It's not really sustainable for the business itself. So what we're doing is we are now providing a made-to-order service online. So, you know, think of back in the day, you know, when our parents used to go get like you know, a bespoke soup, or you know what I mean, or like women used to go and get like a dress that's made specifically for them. But right now, we can't really afford that because that's super expensive, right? For you to actually go in and get your measurements and all that. We're providing that service online where people can go to our website, see a garment, choose the
Tell
garment.
the people the website really quickly.
The website is I Am Creole. That's IAMKREYOL.com. But you go to the website, choose the garment. We send you an email in a video on how to take your own measurements. You know, so we're actually working on a whole process where we send you the tape measure. You in the video, you take your measurements, you input your measurements to us, and then we create the garment. So the whole process takes about 30 days. But the idea behind it is that we're also not wasting anything, right? There's a sustainability there where, you know, the garment is not made until it is ordered and it is paid for. It is made according to your own measurement. So it's like, so you're getting your own personal piece. So we're doing everything online. So during these COVID times where people are like, you know, I don't want to risk my health or risk my loved one's health. That's something that we're doing that's outside of the box that I don't see many people doing and that we haven't done before.
I'm smiling hard because I'm so happy. Now, Jo, can you show the people some products, show them some things that you've been working on?
Yes, I would like to show some products. So if you guys want to see any of our garments, because obviously we're in a little screen, so I can't show you garments. So go online, iamcreole.com, to see some of our garments. But I did want to show a few of our accessories. Let me see. So this is one that I really love. This is a leather clutch with beaded accents. So we have it in the tan, and then we also have it in the black. This is from Haiti Design Co. These I've been wearing the tan one every day. So it is a canteen bag, handmade. Also, we have it in black. Because I'm the kind of girl who I either don't want to wear a bag or it just needs to be on and it's like I don't have to worry about it. So I just put it over my shoulder or like a fanny pack because
yes, that's my life.
If I put it down, I'm gonna lose it. So I already know myself. So it just needs to be on. So we also I have a couple of accessories here. So in terms of bracelets, this is something that I wear every day, which is like a very simple, I'm not, as much as I love fashion, I'm a very simple girl. I don't like a lot of like things on because I'm constantly moving, constantly working. So this is like a very simple leather cuff kind of thing. So we have it is adjustable. So we have it in tan and we also have it in black, and this could be worn, it's unisex. So it could be worn for both men and women. I have a couple of
AKA get it for your man for this holiday. I'm just saying.
Exactly. This is not for your man, but it could be. It could be for your man friend. These I really love, and I don't think you can see them on here, but they're all different patterns. They are made out of
beautiful
cow bone, handmade by Haiti Design Co. And they have a little bit of a rough texture, which is really, they're really beautiful. You can't really see them, but I love to wear them all together. And then I have a couple of earrings. These are my favorite. They are French studs. Aren't they cute? Super cute, right?
They are so cute. I want them.
Oh, and I thought I had a blue one,
but I'm about to go to Joelle's house like tomorrow. You guys, if you don't order, I know I'll be there with mine for 2021.
They have been a really big seller. This one, the cream, there's a cream and there's also a navy blue. And then there's a couple of these. I love these. We have ones that are just plain rectangles. And then the last thing that I want to show is, this is a very simple unisex gift or stocking stuffer. I'm wearing black, so you can't see it. But this is just a fob. We have key fobs. We have passport covers. So the key fob comes in tan and black. Let me put it up here so it doesn't blend in my dress. But yeah, that's some of our products. We have really beautiful products. Oh, one thing. So all of those are handmade from Haiti Design Co., from artisans in Haiti Design Co. One thing that I have not shown anyone yet, it is going on the website today, this evening. And we're gonna start advertising for it tomorrow. But Beyond Borders, they are our second artisan that we are working with from Ecuador. They are a family in Ecuador. They make these beautiful blankets. So I wanted to show you guys. So this is one of them. Okay, look at this pattern. Okay, just absolutely, absolutely beautiful. And it is huge, huge. And I'll show another one. So this is, I'm a earthy colored girl. So this is another pattern as well. I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah. So those are gonna go on the website tomorrow. So go on the site, purchase.
Yeah, I'm coming to your house mañana. No, is it mañana?
I know
okay.
I know you
just hold my blanket. Just hold a whole lot of things for me.
Absolutely.
And then just to wrap up, Joe, just tell the people how they can connect. Plugged in, we shared the website, iamcreole.com, but any other ways that the people can reach out, get their blankets, earrings, all of it.
The best way to reach out is through our Instagram. So that's at iamcreole, IAMKREYOL, and the website, iamcreole.com. Thank you, guys. All right. Well, thank you, Jenny, for interviewing me, because I definitely would not have said all of that. We're gonna bring DJ. We're gonna keep you on, and we're gonna bring Ayana back on, and then we're gonna bring DJ Ma on. You guys, thank you guys for being here with us. We know it is 2:11. We have passed the time. We did have some technical difficulties. We thank you guys so much for being here. Please Please make sure you are following all of our businesses, our artists, that you are frequenting them, that you are buying, purchasing from them. Let's make sure that we are supporting our small businesses, and we will see you next time. We'll see you next Saturday, same time. Let's bring DJ Matt back on. Ayana. All right.
Hey, Jenny, Ayana. You hear me, Joey?
I can hear you. Yep.
Awesome. When I saw the fly, I was like, how is Joey going to pull this off? Like,
I know. I didn't know either. I didn't know how I was going to pull it off, but thank God Jenny was here. She already knew about the business, so.
Jenny pulled through, but you did mention something in an interview about when you were making shirts in Randolph on the lawn. So I'd like to show that I do have the original.
Stop.
This is painted on. Original I Am Creole. Will be worth something someday.
It will. Oh my God. You just made
There's a progression though, right, Joey? There's a progression.
Oh my God.
I Am Creole shirt. We moved from the painting to actually getting it printed on.
Yep.
But that's the progression of entrepreneurship right there, and always supporting small, supporting local.
Thank you so much, Mott. Appreciate that.
So we're going to catch a little vibe, and then we out of here in about, 10 minutes.
Yep.
DJ Mott.
We taking care of everything today. Financials, your mind, your body, everything. Skincare.
DJ Mott.
I see you, Jenny. Hey. My name is DJ Mott. The people, DJ, have some fun, y'all. Have some fun.
DJ Mott.
Smooth vibes. I am Mac.co.
Go. And on the count of three. Go. And on the count of three. Go. On the count of three. Everybody run back to the fantasy. Now. Go. And on the count of three. Go. And on the count of three. Go. And on the count of three, everybody run back to your fantasy. Now,
she was up bad, the type at the club niggas would grab her. Fantasize what I had her in the bathroom sweating with her ass up. The body of a dancer, we had chemistry cause she was a cancer. Thought forever it would last for, but forever move faster, so I had to.
DJ Mott.
Go, yeah. Go, yeah.
Wake up, Threads. We see you. Boba guy, Ned.
Go, yeah.
DJ Mott.
Another man food is another man poison.
Go,
yeah. Monkey no fine, but in my mind like I'm.
Go,
oh yeah. Sure you want come calculate my money.
Sharp, small, sharp, local. Virtual Shopping Network. We here on Saturday.
Who got the bless you, oh yeah. Chop the rice and banana, yeah. I go do my best, yeah. Chop the way do one banga, yeah.
Had a dope cast today.
Slim daddy.
YouTube, we appreciate you. Dear Leah, we appreciate you.
Make you always
DJ Boost DJ.
Toast to all my entrepreneurs working hard, making money, adapting to 2020.
So we are coming here with a force, yeah. Blessings we are reaping, we coursing on.
Toast to you.
We gonna rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks like we need it the most. We have to give thanks like we really supposed to. Thankful. Blessings all for my life, man. My thanks God for the journey, the earnings, I just for the plus. Yeah. Gratitude is a must. Yeah. See blessings fall by my right hand. What's a toast for the friends that take off every load one time. Sit down in a class and report.
We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Third form, me say me try a thing. And you know it formed up to be a fire thing. Now up on stage with chronic tire sing. Yeah, see me all diggy soon get the higher ring. Like hello brother, you say I just shot ya. Saw your poster, spectacular photo. Keep it burning, yes, that's the motto. If me the butter pass through your shot, you can't ball in a life, man. Me have to thank God for the journey, the earning, just
we go kill him with the wine, girl. Kill him with the wine, girl.
Yeah.
Splash. Body wet up, wet girl.
Okay, Jenny.
Splash. Drip drop on a wine and bubble. Body wet like the DJ. Splash. Body wet up, wet girl. Where the man them prefer. Drip drop on a wine and bubble. Body wet like prefer, baby. Splash.
What you call that sauce? Kinda wine make man what the cause. Cause them want me single, single. Them man want to mingle, mingle.
Where you want? Loose this. Want to taste some sweet, sweet juice. Hey, I will give you.
Yeah, Juices on here too. Sipping glow.
Body wet up, wet gal with the man them prefer. Trip drop when I wine and bubble. Body wet like river, baby. Splash. Body wet up, wet gal with the man them prefer. Trip drop when I wine and bubble. Body wet like river, baby.
Everywhere you see me, I bet I'm in looking dreamy. I bet you see in this steam there, and this walking my tail.
We here next Saturday too, 12 to 2. Hopefully no technical difficulties. We'll be on time. We'll finish on time.
I have to work for this ride.
Splash. Body wet up, wet girl, where the man them prefer. Trip drop on a wine and bubble. Body wet like the fire, baby.
DJ.
Oh gosh. Trouve money in a junk like a fish out on the road. Pull up on a bumper, start to post.
I got one more song for y'all. One more song after this.
She could be a doctor, could be a lawyer, could be a judge. All I know is Juve, and I in charge of Bam Bam. All I want to do is jam, jam, jam. Chewbacca bumper, girl. Jam, and jam, jam. It's Juve morning, girl. Jam, jam, jam. You wicked with the man. Jam, jam, jam.
I like to finish with some vibes, man. Some family vibes always. One more.
DJ.
Some family vibes. Always some family vibes. We support each other as family.
DJ.
Shop small, shop local. Ayana with the moves. Jenny with the moves. Hey. Surplus Financial. Creole. Ayana Maxio. Sip and Glow. Arm Rhythm and Raps. Who else we got? Golden Maison. RT Skincare.
I can't let you go.
We not gonna let y'all go. We'll be back next Saturday for real.
I can't let you go. I can't let you go.
Once again, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I am DJ Mott, the People's DJ, here with FIL Virtual Shopping Network on Saturdays. Shop small, shop local. Joey, take the people out.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Am I muted?
No, we can hear you, yo. We got it together by now.
Okay. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you next week. And DJ Mott did mention that it probably is our last one. It's our last one before the holidays, but hopefully we'll be back next year. All right. Have a wonderful week, guys. We will see you next Saturday, same time.